she looked at it. She was like, okay, so now I want to do some blood work. She didn't even tell me that I was pregnant at that time. She said, look, let's just do some blood work and just you know, confirm it for, you know, like all the way. And I was like, sure, okay. So they took my blood and whatever. She came back. She said, well, you are good when it comes to all that. You don't have any STDs. You're good. But you're pregnant. I was like, what? Huh? Like, come again. She was like, yeah, you're pregnant. So congratulations on that. And I'm going to give you some paperwork to take home and blah, 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 blah. And I'm over here still trying to process it. Like, no way. Nuh-uh. You know how, if you've ever been pregnant, if you're a woman and you've ever been pregnant before, and you're like, you first find out, like, you're trying to process it. Your brain is trying to process what you just been told or you just found out. Like, I'm like, okay. Okay. So I'm over here looking like blankly at this lady like, ma'am, you sure it's mine? You sure you didn't mix my blood with somebody else's real quick? Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and say I was ecstatic because I knew that it was, you know, I was pregnant by him, but I'm not gonna say that I was hating it at the same time. Like, I was somewhere in the middle of being happy and like, what the fuck?
Watch your profanity.
What did I just get myself into? So literally after I got out of the doctor's appointment, I left him a voicemail message because he didn't answer his phone. And I told him to call me, you know, like, I told him to call me, but I went ahead and told him I was pregnant. And there's a reason why I did that. I didn't want to text it to him, and I didn't want to actually leave a voicemail message. I wasn't planning on leaving a voicemail message and telling him. I wasn't planning on telling him over the phone at all. I wanted to meet him in person and tell him in person, because I'm not the type of person that just be like, just texting that shit. That's something important that you don't play around with, that needed to be said in person. Also, if you try to, you know, say that I'm lying or whatever, then I could show him the proof in person. That's the reasons why I wanted to really just like not go over the phone with it. But I did leave him a voicemail message, and I went ahead and said it because we weren't talking. We weren't together at the time. We weren't talking. So he might have felt like he was obligated to call me back or even message me or just even mess with me at all. But I wanted him to know this was going on, and trust and believe. If I had any inkling that it was not his, I would not even talk to him at all. Like, I wouldn't even like bother at all. But he was the only person I was talking to at the time. So there you go. So I went ahead and I voicemail messaged him, and I let him know. And then once he knew, then he can decide whether or not he want to talk to me about it or whatever. Not so long after that, I get a call on my phone, and it's his. I don't have his number saved as, you know, under his name. It's just, I recognize the number. So I recognized the number, and I got a call from him. So I answered it, and it was the girl. It was the girl he was talking to. And she was
like, well, are you going to let him be involved in the baby's life?
And
ma'am, why are you inserting yourself in a situation that has nothing to do with you? Now, these two are, they're younger than me, okay? So they're still technically learning. They don't understand all that I understand at my age, because I've been through some shit. So they don't understand fully everything. So I'm trying to get this girl to understand that just because you are a girlfriend doesn't give you the right to insert yourself in a situation that doesn't involve you, just because it involves your boyfriend. Okay? And like this video if you agree. If you agree with me, like this video. I'm 29 years old. Okay? I know for a fact that if I'm in a relationship and the guy gets has another baby by a girl or whatever, and he has a baby mama, before or after I get with him or whatever, and he cheated on me and got somebody, that's their child, okay? No, in no shape or form is that child mine, ever to be considered mine, just because I'm with the man. It's different when you're married. It's different. I agree with it. It's different. Now, had she been married to him at that time, had they been married, then I would have been like, okay, so she could potentially be the mother, a stepmom, you know, had he been involved in the child's life, right? And they're married, she would be a stepmom. So she would be a stepmom to this child. So I would give her the time of day. I would entertain it because of that. But to say that, oh yeah, this situation involves me because I'm his girlfriend. Girl, no. That is not how it's going down. That is not how it ever goes down. She just didn't know, so I tried to inform her and let her know. So if you don't know, now you know. You know?
No. Well.
No, like I was like, no, you don't do that shit. You don't insert yourself, and I would never insert myself in their situation. So don't do that with our situation. Don't do that. I mean, you can continue to be with him, and that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. I don't want no parts of him, but we created the child, so we are the ones discussing it, not you. All right, so that's how that was gonna go. I let her know that, and she hung up. And so I said, okay, whatever. Then I got a call a little later on by him. It was actually him this time. And we were talking, and I said, look, you know, if you want to meet up and we want to talk about this, then we can. He was like, well, I want proof. I want proof that this is going on. I want proof. Blah, 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 blah. The whole time we were together, I never gave him any reason to doubt me on anything. Like, I never lied to him. I never seemed like I was sketchy or what? Like, I never did anything to make him to not believe me on this. And so I just took it to mean that the girl's over here putting all this shit in his ear that, oh yeah, she's lying, she's not pregnant, and then on top of that, if she is pregnant, it's not yours, like, she's just lying. I hate girls like that. I don't know if she was doing that for a fact, but I have an idea that she was doing that. Because she was already inserting herself in the situation, so why not do that? Why not make him believe even more that he has nothing to do with the situation either? So he's over here talking about how he want proof and shit. So I was like, okay, well, you have to meet up with me. You gotta meet up with me. Because if I screenshot you some paperwork, you gonna think that I faked that somehow. So meet up with me and I will show you what you want to know. And he was like, well, I want to see ultrasound pictures. That's where the problem lied. Because the first appointment, you don't get the ultrasound pictures. Like, anybody that's ever been pregnant before know when you very first find out, they don't do ultrasound on you. It depends on how far along you are. And at the time, I wasn't that far along to be getting an ultrasound. It wasn't until my next appointment where I got the ultrasound pictures. And so he was wanting ultrasound pictures that I didn't have because I wasn't that far along at the time. He said that he was going to come to my house with this chick. And I was like, because no, the way he said it, he was like, okay, so we're going to be at your house at 5 o'clock. Be ready. And he said, you better have proof. You better have proof with you. I'm like, who does this guy think he is right now? Like, dude, first of all, who in their right mind is going to lie about being pregnant by that man? Like, who? Not me. And second of all, you going to show up at what time? With who? Like, no, you're not about to come to my house. You're not about to come to my house. I didn't even want him to come to my house, let alone bring the chick that he was cheating on me with. And then on top of that, he swore up and down that I was a side chick. That he wasn't cheating on me, that I was a side chick. But how the hell, usually side chicks know that they side chicks. Usually. And they take pride in that. I've never been a side chick to anybody. And that was not what was going on. Okay, because I know how side chicks are treated. I know what side chicks are, you know, and I know what the main chick is. I know the difference between a side chick and a main chick. There's differences, okay? They're not treated the same. He wasn't treating me like a side chick, okay? With your side chick, why would you take your side chick? If I was a side chick, why would you take your side chick out in public all the time? Like, we went on dates, we hung out in public all the time. It is usually side chicks, you want to keep them concealed to where, like, you don't get caught by your main chick. At any point in time, we could have saw her in the mall, the movies, and, you know, like, when we went out to dinner, like, there's plenty of times where we could have ran into this girl. If you have a side chick, you make sure to keep her, you know, concealed, so there's no, you know, bumping into your main chick and then a whole thing start popping off, okay? But that would never happen because I'm not gonna fight over this dude. I'm not gonna fight over this dude, you know. But he ain't the type to be fighting over. I'm like, girl, you want him, you got him. That's you. You got it. You got it. I don't need it. I do not need it. But he was, bro. He was like he was buying me things. He was treating me like I was his actual girlfriend. At no point in time did I ever feel like I was a side chick. But for him to say that, just so like so that the other girl would be more like secure, like, oh, she was just a side chick. She wasn't nothing special. Okay, girl, you keep thinking that. You keep thinking that. That's what he got you thinking. That's what you keep thinking that. Because I don't want to be like I was something special to this guy. Because I literally think he wasn't that special to me. So, okay. But they weren't about to pop up in my house. Oh, hell nah. So I did threaten her at that point. I said, you must have a death wish. Because you're not about to pop up at my damn house. You're not about to pop up at my house when I don't want you here. Okay? You're not just going to just show up at my fucking house because you want to. I will beat her. And I'm going to turn around and beat her. Okay? That dude is a lot smaller than me. I will break his ass in half, okay? Literally, like a toothpick. So don't fuck with me. They didn't show up to my house, and that didn't happen. So, you know what? We couldn't agree on where to meet, where else to meet, and, like, I didn't want him coming up to my house, and I wasn't coming to his place. So, I screenshotted it. I let him think whatever the hell he wanted to think. But he had what he needed, okay? So I screenshotted it. I sent it to him, you know, and I left it at that. And then the girl just want to keep, like, she just want to keep blabbing her mouth. She really did want me to, like, she really did want it. She wanted it, man. But I was trying so hard to just, like, you know, be mature. I'm older than her. I'm wiser than her. I'm trying to be as mature as I possibly can. So, but she just kept talking all types of shit. Talking about, oh, well, I got a big house over here. I got all this. I'm like, do you own any of it? Because I have a feeling that that's her family's house. That she lived with her family, and he probably lived with her family too. Hey, I've been doing for myself since I was 15. Alright, can she say the same? No. So you're not going to sit here and tell me that you got this and you got that, you got this and you got that. I work hard for everything I have. Everything I own, I bought myself with my own hard-earned money. Don't sit here and try to, you know, brag to me that you got this and you got that. I could care less what you got, honey. Because I probably got it 10 times over, 10 times better than you. But am I going to sit here and brag about it? No, because I don't need to. The proof is in the pudding, okay? I don't need to brag about anything that I have. Ever. Okay? I know a lot of people on YouTube brag about the shit that they got. I don't need to do that. I don't feel the need to do that. I feel like a part of that is being insecure. You're insecure with yourself, so you want to compensate that insecurity by this bragging about all the shit that you got. I'm not insecure at all in the slightest, so I don't need to do that. Okay? You need to stop being insecure with yourself, and then you won't have to brag about all the shit that you have. Okay? People will just see you have this shit. You ain't got to say a word. So, I'm just trying to give her life lessons, because she's still learning. So I was just trying to give her some life lessons. That's all I was trying to do with her. But she just kept going and going and going, like a big ass Energizer bunny, and just going and going and going, and it just keep on going. And I'm like, girl, there's only so much a person can take. There's only so much a person can take. And she was literally getting on my last nerves. And so I was like, okay, I'm done with you. I'm done with this dude. Stop texting me. Stop calling me. I did not go and change my number at the time or change my phone out or anything like that at the time, because I figured that they would just get the picture and then leave me alone. And I'm like, okay, this is how it's gonna happen. Y'all gonna leave me the fuck alone, or I'm gonna get the police involved. And in July, I haven't heard anything since July. So after that, all of July went by. I ain't hear a damn thing. It was like middle of July, and the rest of July went by. I ain't hear a damn thing. August and September went by. I ain't hear nothing. October come, and all of a sudden I have a Facebook. I have 2 Facebook pages up as of right now. One, I'm not logged into. I forgot the password. I don't know how to get into that. But there's one that I do have the password to. I do use, and I do have Messenger. And anybody that knows that the Messenger app knows that they go hand in hand. Messenger app and the Facebook app they go hand in hand. Okay, so this dude messages me. I get a notification on my phone that someone is trying to use Messenger to get in contact with me. And so I click on the Messenger app, and it's his ass. And I'm like, okay, what does it say? So I open it up, and it says, oh, I see that you, I'm going to put it up here somewhere so y'all can see, but it says, oh, I see that you are on these dating sites again, or like I see you on these dating sites, like you can't keep a man, like you're slacking. And I'm like, so many questions. I was like, so many questions, major question I had at the time. I was like, why are you thinking about me? I think when I responded, after I thought about it more, after I had already sent my response, we talked for a second. Like, we messaged each other back and forth for a split second, literally a second, and then he blocked me, I blocked him. It was the end of that, okay, off of Facebook. I don't know why I never blocked him before on Facebook. I never bothered to look him up on Facebook before, but I knew he had one. I just never bothered to look him up on Facebook. I didn't need to look him up on Facebook. I had his whole ass number. Basically, I was like, why are you looking me up on old profiles? I hadn't been on it for so long. And I'm like, why are you looking me up on those profiles? Why are you even thinking about me right now? Why do you even care if I did have a profile up that was up to date, which it wasn't, but if I did have one up to date, why do you care? Why does it matter to you? Anything I do in life shouldn't matter to this man. It shouldn't. But it did. And I'm over here trying to wrap my brain around why. Why does it matter? Anything he does, I do not care. You think I'm over here doing extensive research on, looking him up any which way? No, I do not care anymore. But for some reason he does. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure that out. So I asked him, I said, why are you looking up all this shit about me? And he wasn't answering my questions, so I just did away with it. Like, he deleted me, I deleted him. That's how it went. And then, I wanted to make sure that his girl knew that he was over here messaging me. Why? You know, so I'm still like, why the fuck are you messaging me? So, I mean, this happened a couple of days ago. You know, I'm just filming it now because I didn't have time to do it a couple of days ago. So, I'm still like, why? I don't have it answered. Like, why? Why do you care whether or not I had a profile up? Why does it matter to you? You know, like, okay, let me stop. You know, bruh. I don't know, man. I just don't know. So I screenshotted them, the messages. And I messaged her and I said, you need to get your mans because I'm done with both of y'all asses. And I'm going to show that message so y'all can see it. And she said, I've been done with you. She's like, bitch, I've been done with you since you threatened me and my child. Boy, did I have the biggest eye roll. Because, like, I would never threaten a child. Okay, I did not threaten her child in the slightest. Okay, she's so dramatic with it. Like, I threatened her. Like, I threatened her all damn day. The whole time that we were talking, bro, I said all types of shit about her. That I was going to beat her ass, that she wanted her death wish, but she over here talking about that she wish I would rot in hell. I'm like, bitch. I said things to you. You said things to me. Neither one of us is perfect. We both said some pretty horrible things to each other. So that doesn't make you better than me. You said just as horrible things to me as I did to you. So I will see you there. I will see you there in hell. And then I can keep tormenting you. I laughed at that. I had a good ass laugh about that. Bruh. This bitch really tried me for months. She's so lucky. She's so lucky that I don't even give a fuck about where she is right now. Because, like, I don't care about beating her ass anymore. Because if I did, trust and believe, I would have been did it. I would have been did it months ago if I cared. I know where she works. She works at I don't know if it's like a nursing home. I really didn't look it up. But I know the name of it. It's got to be like some nursing home or some type of like something over on the west side, you know, and since I know the name, I can easily get there, and I can easily find the place, you know, and I know where she lives, but trust and believe, around the time that I was supposed to have like a gender reveal, that's when I found out where she lived. So you could put two and two together. You could put two and two together on how I found that out. Yeah, so he knows where I live. He knows where I work. She knows from him probably, but do I care? I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Where I work is private property, so if they ever showed up, the police would be on their ass. The police is actually over there like every other night, parked in the parking lot, so they would be arrested immediately. Coming on private property, y'all know it ain't no joke. Where I work, we don't play around about that. We constantly getting bomb threats, and I'm security. We constantly getting bomb threats and shootings, so police is always over there. It is strictly private property, so if they ever show their ass and I recognize them, the police will be on their ass in 2.5 seconds. Trust and believe. So I do away with them. Like I sent her the messages. You know, she said what she said. I said, okay, goodbye, goodbye. And deleted her, like, and just blocked her, and I'm done. So, and I decided to make this video a couple days later, so that's my story time about my stalker. And I say he's a stalker because he's weird. He has stalker tendencies, okay? Had I still lived in the place that I lived at when I was talking to him, he would have been popped up in my house. He would have, you know, he's trying to find any which way to get a hold of me. Like, oh, like he literally sat down like, oh, how can I message Beverly? You know, how can I get back in contact with her? Oh, I know. Since she deleted me off of everything and I don't know her Instagram, the only social media I do know is Facebook. So I'll just message her real quick on Facebook to get her talking back to me, but that failed. So with all that being said, if you like this video, go ahead and like it. If you can relate to your girl in any way, go ahead and like this video. And I will see you guys in my next one.